I use the medium to explore some topics. There are topics I've treated. Politically, morally, there are so many more immorality happening in Africa today. A lot of dictators, pretend to function with democracy, whereas behind what they are practicing is not democracy. So we try to use the film medium to free the people from the enslavement and the propaganda of government. At the same time,
Mrs. Adams.
What are you talking about?
Do you watch blue movies?
It's against canon law for me to tell you.
As a Christian, I've made a lot of Christian movies that recorded a lot of impacts. We've made some movies that exposed witchcraft and their mode of operation. We've also made movies that center basically on morality. A lot of people, especially young men who are growing up, they are enjoying their lives. They want to sleep around with men or women. They want to live, some immoral life, go to clubs and all that. So if you open a church and tell them, don't go to club, don't fornicate, don't do this, don't do that, they will go away from the church. They don't want to come to your church anymore. But with the movies, it's a subtle approach. You start the movie with some fantasy, and the people will be fascinated and attracted by the fantasy. Before they get to the middle of the movie, you are beginning to come out with your messages. Before they see the end, your message has come and you've arrested them.
If you didn't do it, who did?
What in the name of Christ would the Reverend Father be doing with her alone at that time of night?
So watch Hollywood movies now, you realize that they have exhausted all their stories. They don't have stories anymore. That's why they've gone into science fiction. They've gone into the age of Matrix. You see a human being jump and he gets to the sky and catch one helicopter and two of them will land on the ground. Those are impossibilities. They've exhausted the original authentic stories. But here we have a reservoir for the original stories. Stories you've never seen before. Things you've never imagined. Anything you want. Call it voodoo, call it magic, everything we have the story here. Our ambition is not to get to Hollywood. Our ambition is to take Nollywood to a point where it will become a source of envy to the whole world. Where Hollywood filmmakers will be taking their flights to come make their movies in Nigeria with Nigerian stars. This is our dream, and we believe that we're getting there very soon. In 2003, I made a film called Blood Diamonds in Sierra Leone. It was a very hot one. During the premiere of the film, the president of the country, Alhaji Ahmed Tijan Kaba, was there, and he witnessed the film. I remember he gave me a 5-minute standing ovation after watching the movie. So the story was all over the internet. It was all over everywhere, the World Wide Web. So these smart guys saw the concept, and they came back to the same Sierra Leone and made the same film with a Hollywood budget, and still went ahead to give it the same title. I felt bad about it. I felt very bad about it because they didn't make any request, they didn't take any permission or anything. The same title. And with the Hollywood budget at their disposal, they made global noise, and it was all over the place. But that taught me a lesson. Subsequent scripts I have, I said, okay. I went to the US, got some copyrights, and now I'm fully armed with my rifle, waiting for anybody who will make another one, because I'm fully armed in all fronts. Copyright in the US, copyright in Nigeria, copyright everywhere. Okay? So that's the way it is. That's the story of Blood Diamonds. If you consult your history, if you consult the internet, you will see that Teco Benson's Blood Diamonds came up about 4 years before the Blood Diamonds you saw from Hollywood.